Hi, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to Wonder Snatch. Half face again today. That means it's a makeover and it's one of my fellow cast members from my new show, Sassy Sucktits.
Yay!
Come in. Come sit here. Okay, so Sassy is part of a duo called the House of Haute Mess. Alfrey is sitting right there. So Alfrey, you want to come in and say hi? Hi! Okay, so I'm going to give Sassy a Wonder Snatch makeover today. Are you very excited for that, Sassy?
Not really.
No?
I'm kidding. I'm really excited.
Okay, and we'll be talking about drag and our show and all sorts of stuff like that, alright? And if that's something you see, don't forget to give me a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel and ring that bell for post notifications, alright? Okay, see you in a bit. Okay, we're going to block those brows. Okay, so I think you were mentioning to me one of the things that you have trouble with are your brows. And
That is definitely one thing.
I think that's what a lot of people do.
Yes.
So I usually like really clean with alcohol to remove all the oils. Is that what do you do this?
I do this, yes. I'm not Sancho.
Jojo St. Clair.
Oh, excuse me.
Well, the winners are fighting.
Oh yeah. And
is this
Sassy,
filming?
Yes, it's filming. And Sassy is the other winner of the Contested Commotion, right? Congratulations.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure doing that show because I mean, obviously, drag is something new for me, but I didn't think I was gonna win. I think there were so many amazing queens.
Yeah. And you know, as I was telling Sandra, it's not really winning that matters. It's really taking part and everything. So
Winning mattered.
winning mattered. Okay. Okay, so tell me how you came up with this character, Sassy Sucktits.
It was really on the fly. My partner already had a drag persona called Sissy Sucktits. And I had to come up with a name on the spot for the competition. I'm like, what's my name? And I had different characters that I thought of, since I'm Japanese, I was like, okay, maybe I can do a Japanese-inspired name, a Japanese-inspired character. Onoyoko was definitely one of...
Oh, no, Yoko is... that's hilarious.
Well, one of them, but I was like, wait, but I don't act like her, right? She's crazy. So I was like, okay, maybe not. And then when we were submitting the form for the show, I was like, you know what? Okay, I'm just gonna do a bit of like a duo-ish name with Sissy Sucktits, and I'm like, okay, what rhymes or what goes well on the tongue with Sissy? So I was like, okay, you know what? Maybe Sassy makes sense because I'm pretty sassy myself, and Sucktits as a house name, I guess. So yeah, that's how it came out. It came about.
How did you come up with Sissy Sucktits?
Well, it started a long time ago. Like me and my friends, last time we dreamt of having like a house and drag name. Initially it was Sissy Sucktits. Sucktits meaning in Malay it's something which is like magical and powerful.
Oh wow!
And it was just like SISI instead of SISSY.
It was more Malay inspired.
Correct. So my persona was more, I love things which are like more witch and ethereal, magical and things like that. So I like the idea of like Sissy Sucktits. And then I realized when I keep introducing myself as Sissy Sucktits, no one kind of like get it what Sucktits is because I had to explain what Sucktits means. So I just changed the Sucktits to Sucktits lah. So I thought myself, okay, Sucktits make more sense because it's in English and it's just basically Sucktits, right? So that's how it came about lah.
That's interesting to learn.
You heard it here first. I actually never glue my brows with glues. Yeah. I use Prosade because it seems to be strong. And we tried.
No, it's definitely stronger, but so messy. And you and Sandra, so the brows aren't trained, and when the brows aren't trained, they're harder to glue.
I don't know if is it the hair quality of my brows.
When I say trained, it just means that you haven't done it enough. So for mine, I've already basically twisted my brows so that they will. If I put them up like that, they will
listen.
They'll listen to me. But yours will just tend to go in that one direction.
His eyebrows are just shit. It's just not following what.
Excuse me.
So before Contested Commotion, did you perform in drag a lot? Or
no.
That's the first performance in drag.
That was the first performance. For my 30th birthday, which I can put a picture here, we had a little mini performance which we both dragged, just dragging for fun kind of thing. And then we did perform a little there, but it wasn't anything serious. It was like on the fly. So yeah, real performance with concept, with actual sort of, costume that matched the song, moves, tricks, and whatnot. That was the first time.
And you'll be performing this weekend also for Pink Dot, right?
Yay! Yes,
So yeah, so they'll be performing at Hard Rock Cafe. Go and catch them there if you're in Singapore. Any tidbits about your performance?
Sure. So the party is called Yum Yum Disco, Pink Disco. I actually don't know the name, but anyways, it's a disco party. So we'll be doing a disco number, something that everybody can recognize, everybody knows. It's by a famous, a disco queen, if you will. Yeah, it's gonna be an up-tempo song to celebrate Pink Dot and disco. It's a duo performance.
Yeah, unfortunately, Sissy over there had COVID during your contest, right? So he couldn't win with you, so you got all the glory.
Yes.
I mean, I was supposed to win lah, so I give it to him this time.
Do you wash your brushes?
Absolutely, every single time. Every
Wow.
time I do. In fact, later I'll be washing my brushes before we go over because I don't want to come back. I don't want to leave them dirty.
So is it
Oh
true
my
what Gigi
God.
said about like?
No, that's nonsense. Gigi Good says that there's this bug. I mean, yes, maybe there's really rarely that there's a bug that can that you put on.
like make you paralyzed or something, like if it hits your eye, whatever.
Yeah, any bug that goes in through your eyes can
Really?
potentially go to your brain. So it's
Right.
not like just on makeup brushes.
I see.
Yeah, but yeah, definitely. But clean your makeup brushes anyway because you can still get pink eye and stuff like that.
Right.
Ooh, pink eye.
Yeah, you're quite sweaty. Yeah, so just
Very.
sweaty sucktits.
So,
Sweaty sucked.
and right now I consider myself not sweating yet. I don't know what I'm singing. Talk about singing.
Oh yeah, talking about singing. So you are also an amazing singer, right? Aren't you?
Yes,
You try.
I'm an amazing singer. Yes.
Wow,
So
full of yourself.
so you are part of this singing group, right? Called Vogue Halloween in Singapore.
Yes.
How long have you been singing with them?
I've been singing with them for about 3 years now.
3 years. So yeah, hi John.
So Vogue Halloween is a premier a cappella group in Singapore. We mainly sing jazz, we mainly sing a little bit of pop, a lot of nice harmonies, a lot of interesting chords. And yeah, I've been singing with the group for 3 years now. I joined just before COVID, so that hasn't been the best because COVID, obviously no gigs. But yeah, we've been singing here and there.
And how long have you been singing yourself?
Ooh, that's a good question. Decades, I should say. Since I was a kid, definitely. I was in choir, middle school and high school, and then in college, I joined an a cappella sort of extracurricular activity group. And I was doing a cappella all the way through college. When I graduated, I still did a cappella, so I was in like a group outside.
Let's see. I think this is
Getting corrected.
What is that powder?
This is a pressed powder, and I like to use this kind of a pigmented pressed powder because it kind of blocks out the black a little bit too.
Oh.
So see, then after that you put foundation over it, should be quite nicely blocked.
Where are the brows?
It's press when you press, you press upwards also. So you're pressing the hairs down even more.
You're fracturing my skull on the snatch.
Okay, so there. Okay, so now we're gonna try color correct this. I tried doing color correcting on myself a few times, but I don't usually do it because it's just an extra step, and I'm pretty hairless.
I see.
So usually for black they use orange to color correct, and the main reason is because they cancel out the blues and the blacks with orange.
Orange is the new black.
Yeah. And what is it like? You can you use lips? I know some people.
Yeah, you can use lipstick also.
right?
So I'm basically using an orange cream now to color correct.
Orange cream. Oh.
Yeah, this is an orange cream, and then we'll set that with translucent. The House of Haute Mess is also quite famous for your fashions, aren't you?
I guess.
Huh?
No,
some people have been in Vogue magazine.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Why don't you tell us about that? About how you guys have done all that?
So we as a couple, even before actually we started sort of dating, we both individually liked Halloween a lot. I used to dress up every year for Halloween, and so did Sissy Sucktits. So we're like, oh my God, we have to do a couple look, a dual look for
This is
Halloween.
how long ago? When was the first time?
4 years ago.
2017.
2017?
The first one.
It took a long time for us to come to the middle ground as to what kind of a theme we wanted to do, right? Because I like one thing, he likes another thing. So we were like, oh my God, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna reference? So the first year we settled on a movie called The Birds.
The Birds, yes, I saw that.
By Alfred Hitchcock. So we did a look where we are literally being attacked by birds. So we attached a bunch of crows to our head and to our outfit, and then we wore this like very vintage sort of a tweed setup. And I think that was the first time we did our own makeup. And then it became like, oh my God, okay, we have to like really put a lot of effort into our Halloween. We have to like be better than the year before. To get better every year, we started thinking earlier and earlier and earlier and earlier, to a point where once Halloween was done, we started talking about like the next year's Halloween. The year after we did birds. Okay, so we've always liked fashion, right? We always liked high fashion, we always liked the references, we always liked the 2000s era of high fashion. So we started looking into different runways that different designers did. Every time we spoke about it, we ended up sort of arriving to the Christian Dior 2000s era, where John Galliano was the designer for that time. Still keeping it to Christian Dior's DNA, but just incorporating so much more and so much sort of over the top. The execution has to be effective in a way that it translates to the final product, and they need to understand. People need to understand. But we can't spend a fortune. We don't have the same luxury as John Galliano in his studio. So we looked through different collections, different looks, and then we settled on a mummy look, which was from the 2004 Fall-Winter collection, Haute Couture. We thought we can do it, right? We were like, okay, we're just like wrapping ourselves in like cloth.
It's not
Well,
just cloth,
yeah,
right?
it was not cloth. It was just not cloth. There was a whole lot of things involved. We finished making the dress and everything like literally 2 days before the Halloween weekend. And then we went out. We managed to squeeze in to go to a Dior shop in one of the malls.
Because we like the facade, right? We like the facade of the Dior store, and then that particular Dior store still had that old facade of the old Dior. So we thought, why not, just do a photo shoot there and, just like, have our photos taken there because it matches the whole facade and everything.
Yes.
Because it's the old Dior, it's not the new Dior, right?
Vogue that year had a sort of like a social media challenge. They asked, the social media folks to come up with a creative Vogue worthy Halloween look. And I think it was mainly focused on makeup. So a lot of people did just like crazy makeup, with colors, yada yada yada. But we
Brought the fashions.
we brought the fashion, girl. We did the makeup. We, Pat McGrath, who is the makeup artist for that show, she did an amazing makeup. So we tried to recreate it, but at the same time we did the whole get up of the mummy. And then we posed and we posted and then we put the hashtag, and then I think it was 2 days later, we were just like recovering from Halloween and we're like so tired, and then we got a message. Vogue slided into my DM and said, hey, can we feature you, your photo on the Vogue article for this Vogue Beauty Challenge? And we're like,
Wow.
hell yeah!
Yeah, like when he called me, I remember I was actually on the way to the gym, and he was like, Alfie, drop whatever you're doing right now. Like, you need to read the message. I'm sending you a screenshot. And I was like shouting in the gym. I was like, oh my god, like, is this for real? Like,
Amazing.
yeah.
That's how it ended up on the Vogue article. Not magazine.
Vogue.com.
Magazine is yet to come, but yes, the Vogue article.
I looking at your old drag pictures, your brows. You've been trying all sorts of different stuff.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, you've been trying to go for like the sad brows and everything.
Yeah, we tried the 20s sad brow, and then we tried the 80s, bushy brow. So every time we're trying to see, what works for our facial features and how it matches the event that we are going to.
Yes, I haven't seen your eye for a while, so that's your
Oh wow!
Ooh.
cunty wonder snatch brows.
Yeah.
Brows are like the hardest thing. Sometimes I just give up. I do my eyes, I do my the rest of my face, and I'm like, I ain't got no time for brows, man. I'm just not gonna do brows.
Yeah, for me also brows. I mean, my brows are almost quite different every single time.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Sometimes it goes down, sometimes it goes up, and sometimes I feel I'm drawing it up, but then when I finish everything, it's like it looks like because it really mixes with the eye makeup as well.
Right. That's the thing, right? Because obviously you have your own brows. That's where the original location is. And then you have your new drawn brows, but then everything has shifted.
So whenever I'm talking to people, a lot of the times if I'm just staring at your face, I'm just thinking about where I would put drag brows on you.
Really?
Meetings and normal meetings with everyone. That's all I'm thinking about. And when I was learning this, I just could not stop looking at people's brows. I just looked at people's brows all the time. I was looking at it's just like your fashion, I would be looking at magazines and I'm just looking at brows. Right. I'll be downloading pictures of drag queens and just looking at brows and just drawing brows on paper and everything,
You're basically doing like a facial diagnosis.
I was just really obsessed to a level of obsession.
For me, it's the lips. I look at people's lips and see how to overdraw them.
Okay, so I think we're just gonna pause the video a little bit. I'm going to powder you and then we're going to come back and do the eyes. All right? Okay, so now we're all powdered. We're just going to go into the eyes. I did blue for mine, but I think I'm going to give you a orange version of this. Oops.
Oh, okay. Ooh. Shut up lah!
Sorry.
So much noise.
Okay, so we're going to use an eye primer like we were talking about earlier. So basically eye primer, you don't want to put too much. It's like really just
oh yeah, this is the part I want to see.
So eye primer, wherever you're going to put shadow. Okay.
Do you also put it on the under eye?
Yeah, you can also.
Okay. Oh yeah, it's not a lot.
Yeah, you just take a little bit and blend it out as much as you can. So let's talk about our show.
Sure, let's talk about the show.
Why do you tell everyone what I'm like as a director producer? I'm very irritating.
She's shit. She's bossy.
Yeah, very bossy.
She's a pain in the ass, and everybody hates her. No, I'm kidding. She's some of the above. No, I'm kidding.
No, I admit I'm super bossy, but as we were discussing, it's a drag cabaret, right? So yes. I've been telling them no ballads, and what this person do? What, 2 weeks in a row? Bring ballads.
Well, let me defend myself by saying that I had a different definition of a ballad.
Okay.
Say like the second song that Home from the Wids. I thought that was not a ballad.
Really? Okay,
I really thought, it's an up tempo, mid tempo maybe.
Okay. No. I mean, ballad is not simply just the speed of the lyrics, right? It's also the intention of the song. It's also the tempo of the music, which is So for Home, it's a lovely song, but unfortunately, it's one of those songs that we call singers songs. It's a song that people love to sing because it feels good to sing. Something, but it's not really a song for the audience. It's a lovely song, but it's just not especially for a drag cabaret. We want to take a bit more of a risk, as I was telling you. So I'm very excited to see what you brought today.
And we're having rehearsal later, so I'm very nervous.
Nervous? Don't be nervous.
With the conversations we're having now.
But yeah, no, back to Wonder Snatch. She is very understanding. I think she is. Bossy is really not the right word to use. Very understanding of our different schedules and different, She's a great host. I should say hostess. She has opened up her home for so many queens to just sing our hearts out and rehearse and, you know.
Oh yeah, whenever Tony is singing, I mean Gluttony, another one of our cast members, I'm sitting there worried that my neighbors will come to either complain or try to pull up a seat to watch the show.
Yeah, she's very loud, but she's very good. So, should come.
Are you watching Drag Race?
I am not. I am not.
No, the reason I asked is because this last episode, we had kind of like a commencement speech.
Okay.
Given a challenge, and Evie Oddly gave this very wonderful commencement speech about failing.
Okay.
And that's something that I was talking to you guys about too, right?
I can't relate, but sure.
You know, in drag, we just, you know how Ru always says, we want to see your vulnerability and all that nonsense. Yeah. So I think that this is what I'm meaning. Is like, try to step out of your comfort zone. You know, don't just do a song because you know it, right?
Very true.
And I think it'd be a much better show if we, you know, keep the energy up and everything. So this is me trying to get this all on camera.
Oh no, there's an evidence.
So Wonder Snatch have seen our failures with just doing ballads.
No, they're not failures at all. They sound amazing. They really sounds great. But you know,
what Wonder Snatch is trying to say is that we suck at ballads.
No. The problem is that you're too good at ballads. That's all you want to sing.
Right.
True,
so it's a comfort zone.
It's a comfort zone. That's the exact opposite. That's why I really wanted to clarify. And I was so worried that when I was sending you all, please try this, I was like, oh no, they're going to quit. It's true. When you're too good at ballads, when you're too good a singer, you tend to...
It's definitely a comfort zone.
You tend to use it as a crutch.
I agree. And I think I tend to sing in my falsetto. I have pretty good control of my falsetto. I have pretty good sort of tonality.
And that's great for, I guess, a cappella and for certain songs.
Yes.
But you know, when it's musical theatre, when you're trying to tell someone something, you really want to keep that speech quality.
Music, I think that's the thing, right? Sort of musical theatre is a genre I think we're sort of tackling in this show, and I think for those who aren't too familiar with that genre, maybe it's hard to grasp.
So I totally understand that's not something that comes naturally to most people. So, and you know, musical theatre sometimes can also, it doesn't sound pretty all the time. You don't have to sound pretty 100%. I mean, of course, get the notes and try to get some sort of quality to your voice, but there's certain parts where the acting and the character comes first.
Right.
So yeah,
we have to look pretty though.
Yeah. Well, some of us.
Well, we'll see about that on the day.
Yeah, so if you're interested to see how all this turns out, the tickets are available down below, and it's all by donation, and it's also, we're doing it for charity also.
Yes.
So that's going to be very important.
We have to talk about that.
Yeah, it's for the MSM project, or the Men Who Have Sex with Men project at AFA, which has been chronically underfunded. It's basically a program where we try to get free HIV tests for men who have sex with men, and also outreach programs. And you know, it's supposed to be funded by the government, but you know, they've been not funding us very well for the last few years.
And it's such a great cause. I mean, like, if you get to see a drag show, and then if you're donating, come on, you're doing two good things at once.
You've got 6 drag queens with 2 looks each. Wow, it's amazing. And you've got these fashionistas too, to show you how it's done.
Yeah. I truly think this is the only place you'll see it. Like, this kind of live shows, musical theater, live singing, the kind of sort of art that we're bringing on stage on July 30th.
Yeah.
It is really one of a kind.
You know, having about burlesque, a little bit of, we have a couple of group numbers, which I think are going to be amazing if we nail them. So cutting the crease, sometimes it's better to stamp rather than drag.
And what are you cutting the crease with?
I'm using my P. Louise, because the P. Louise, this is like super opaque stuff.
I see.
Oh wow.
You've got quite good eye for makeup because it's complete. It's like flat.
Flat.
Yeah. No, and that means you can do whatever you want. I'm limited by that brow, so I whatever it is, I have to put some dark color there. If not, it will, you know.
And makeup is so interesting in that way, right? Because you watch hundreds of drag makeup tutorials on YouTube, and then these famous queens that you want to emulate, these queens with really good makeup, they do all these crazy makeup and they tell you like do this, do that, and then it just sometimes just never works for you because you don't have the same kind of eye shape. For me, I mean, especially starting out as a baby drag queen a few years ago, it was a struggle finding that one single YouTube that I can follow because the eye shape is similar.
Yeah. And I think the trick to that is just really trying everything.
Agreed. Like you try
and see
Michael's makeup, you try Aquarius makeup, you try Chachi's makeup, and then sometimes it doesn't work and it's fine. It's not your fault. It's not their fault.
And it's just makeup. It's just makeup. It comes off. So whose makeup tutorials do you think works best for you?
Good question. I ended up following Cameron Michaels and Violet Chachki's. And also Rock'em Sakura.
Yeah.
And I think Rock'em Sakura's...
Rock'em Sakura teaches very, very well.
Yeah, she teaches very well. And she has, a more of a flatter eye area. So I think...
But her makeup is very specific, so for more anime looks.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I think the conceptual part of what she explained kind of made sense more. And then you take that and then you apply to your own makeup that you don't want to do. You know what I mean?
Actually, a lot of my makeup is also inspired by what Trixie Mattel teaches, all the white under the eyes and everything. It's basically her eye, but basically changed the proportions. And a lot of the stuff that she teaches really makes sense because she is actually a really good makeup artist.
She is. She worked at the Mac counter.
Yeah, Mac counter and everything.
I mean, obviously, Trixie Mattel rising to that level of fame is just unprecedented. Yeah, that's the word. Never been before. Yeah.
Are you watching her new show, Trixie Motel?
I started watching clips of it and it's really funny. It's the same kind of comedy, kind of...
but now with home improvement kind of thing. Yeah, it's really fun. I really love it.
It's a crossover, yeah.
She's so smart. She's like the smartest drag queen like there on marketing and everything.
The other trick about these eyeliners that you're doing, for me, my eyeliner disappears all the time.
Can you open your eye? Oh, that's perfect.
So yeah, one thing I learned from one of the drag queens is like you put a dot on your eyelid.
Open your eye. Yeah. Okay, look at that.
Wow. That is overdrawn.
Okay, nice, eh?
I look like an Egyptian.
Not yet.
Just
You look like an Egyptian, but you sound like an auntie just complaining a lot.
my eyelid tends to cover most of the eye.
Same with Samjo. Same with Jojo Sinclair.
Right. I think we have similar eyes.
No. Yours are definitely a lot smoother. His hair. No, I mean smoother as in more mongoloid.
Okay. I thought Samjo's skin was rough.
No. That's I mean the fold of the eye. Yours is more even.
Like lesser folds, right?
Lesser folds. His completely disappears. Good. Right. And then when you put on the lashes, it's very difficult because it kept eating up the lash.
Ooh, interesting.
Yeah, does it happen to you?
Really. No, because I think I tend to put my lashes over my crease. She's so wrinkly that the lashes disappear. Okay, I got it.
Sometimes we just have to accept our eyeliner just looks like that, That's what mine is. That's why I smoke this part out to make it look like it's more.
Yeah.
Sometimes setting your eyeliner with black eyeshadow, that really makes it matte and black.
Then before setting, you were using an oil, right?
That was basically a gel eyeliner. It's actually Raven's favorite eyeliner.
Oh.
It's from Amazon. It's called Ruby Kisses. I remember she mentioned this once on some makeup tutorial and I went straight and bought it.
Wait, but where did you...
Amazon.
Like Raven doesn't really show much about this.
Yeah. It was some really obscure tutorial at one point she was talking about.
Was it like in a toilet or something, that one video?
I can't remember.
She never shows.
But I remember she said that, and then she said it again recently on an episode of what I think Painted a Raven or something.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So I said, oh yeah, I remember that's where I got it.
Oh wow.
Because Raven's mug is like...
Raven, she is like the
epitome.
Redefined everything about drag.
Correct.
And the other thing I'm like observing mentally right now is the speed as to how you go through this. Obviously, you have everything in front of you here. I mean, the cameras don't show, but you have like brushes and you have the palettes. But it's a very organized mess because you have the palettes that you want to use.
Yeah, and I have and I know exactly what I mean, where everything is. And
Right.
So it's, yeah.
I mean, we have been timing every single time we do makeup, and we have to spend 3 hours. 3 hours is the minimum. Look up. 3 hours is the minimum we've been able to accomplish a full drag makeup.
And we always say that, we thought blocking brows with rosé is gonna make things faster. Turns out it's still the same.
Yeah.
Right?
But it's true. The brows are the most important. You really need to whatever method you use, make sure that it's done properly.
I agree.
I mean, I don't have a dedicated drag table or drag room. So
Yeah, I mean I'm definitely blessed to have this. And that's why I want to do makeovers. I mean I can't use all this makeup. I need to spread it around. I need to be able to.
This library of palettes.
Okay, so I think we're going to contour a bit off camera because I think my camera is overheating, and we'll be right back. Okay, so now we've contoured a little bit and baking there, and I'm just going to go into the lips. Do you usually like to draw back in all your moles?
Oh my 200 moles. Oh my 265 moles. No, Wonder Snatch, I do not.
Some people like to draw in at
Oh
least
my
one or
God.
two of them, like a pinky mark.
If anything, I want to erase them from my face, so these makeup is good. So if I have a very prominent pimple, I would draw a mole on it.
Okay.
Yeah, but other than that, wow, she came at me like no other. Oh my god.
It's a whole constellation. Like you can. It's a Gemini.
My face.
It's
has a lot of
Aries.
moles.
It's Taurus.
Okay, so you were talking about lips earlier, right? What kind of lips do you usually like to go?
Ooh, lips. So I usually have obviously a more defined Cupid's bow, and then I usually tend to like really make it sharp at the corners,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
that
I do that too.
in the end it looks like a very sort of like 1920s sort of vintage lips. When I do it, it's nice, but I'm like I've always wanted to overdraw a little bit more. So I never been able to do the whole like
because
drag lips.
Yeah, overdrawing gets like it's so tricky.
Yeah.
You need to overdress, right? Let's try to do that today. Okay.
Yeah, overdrawing it's tricky and dangerous. Like you don't know where you're gonna end up.
Mm-hmm.
How's that?
Wow,
overdrawn.
very overdrawn.
Wow.
I love.
Wait,
I think the edges of the lips and where the foundation is, sometimes it's not clean, and I want it to be clean. You know, the really the edges. You know, sometimes it's a bit blurry, and I don't like that. But you know,
Okay. Wait,
From far,
I'll show you how
knows?
to fix that.
okay. Oh, this smells nice. Smells like chocolate.
Yeah, this is Juvia's place. Looks quite
Wow.
full. Okay, but it's a bit uneven, so we're just gonna clean it up.
You look like Betty Boop.
Yeah, Betty Boop.
You
Yeah.
look like Betty Poop.
Betty poop.
So she's cleaning it with a cream
Foundation.
foundation.
Yeah, that's
Okay. And is that the shade that you use for the foundation
Yeah,
on me?
just a little bit lighter.
Oh, okay. No, I don't think I've ever overdrawn my lips this much.
Yeah. Very nice.
Looks like I'm constantly pouting.
Yeah,
Which is what we want to
that's the
do,
point,
right?
yeah.
Which is what
Okay.
the whole purpose of this.
Now. Okay, now smack your lips together. More.
Oh, of course you can use a brush. I forgot about this.
That makes you look. Ooh, look at you pouting away.
I'm not even pouting yet.
Was there something you want to say about your color blindness?
Oh my god, yes! To all my fellow color blind people, doing makeup and blending seamlessly in colors that are not popping enough for colorblind people is the hardest thing. Blending for colorblind people is the hardest thing.
I mean,
don't
Bob the
know.
drag queen is colorblind.
Oh,
is it?
she
Yeah,
is?
yeah, Bob the drag queen is colorblind.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, that kind of explains.
Oh, is it? Okay, now it explains why her makeup, the colors are very stark.
Yeah, unless Layla McQueen's doing her makeup. Yeah.
I see. Yeah, it's so hard. I mean, especially when I started doing makeup, I would look at the palette, and then these are transition colors, these weird, funky colors.
You can't
Just
tell.
never stuck out to me, and I'm like, where am I gonna use it, right? Because I see red, okay, the red is there. I see yellow, I see blue, I see black, I see, I don't know, off-white. But then all these like in between colors, I'm like, how do I use it, and where does that even come in place? I never knew, and I still don't, but I'm getting a hang of it. It's extremely hard, and it's extremely demoralizing, I should say, because at some point I just want to give up, right? I'm like, what am I doing this for if I don't know these colors? You know, some palettes will have instructions, you know, some palettes will have color stories, right? That is dark, medium, and light. It must mean that this medium shade is, you know, the color to use for transition.
Is this a trending lip thing that?
Yeah,
white...
but I find it helps a little bit also.
Oh,
She told me to shut up on her.
Yeah. No, I didn't bring your lips.
Oh, the lips.
I'm kidding. And blushes, oh my god. Blushes are kind of faint in the color, right? And they're usually pinkish, they're usually kind of reddish in the color. So I can't really tell if somebody's wearing a blush or not. So that's another struggle that I have.
She can't tell whether someone's wearing blush or being punched in the
Yeah.
face.
No. Okay, this will look a lot better with the lashes on.
Let's do it.
It already looks good. Once that your makeup is fast and effective,
Yeah.
it's really something that I aspire to be.
We need to like learn how to be faster.
We need to learn how to do faster. Yeah.
True.
Okay, well, let's get some lashes on and I think get into our final outfits and we'll be back with the finished look. Okay?
Yeah.
How do you think it looks?
Let me see. Oh my god. So nice.
Am I a woman yet? I don't know.
Wait, is there a mole on the other side? Oh no, it's the screen. Okay, I thought I was seeing
She did not draw a mole, okay? I said no to that.
Okay, we'll be right back. And we're back. We're a couple of very ethereal fairy girls in baby doll dresses. How do you feel, Taku?
I feel like a woman because I am a woman, but I feel like a woman. It's so beautiful.
And this is your first time in nails. How's it feel? Does it make you feel
awkward.
very very soft and beautiful?
Yes, nails are hard, but I feel very soft.
All right, so that's our video. Come and see me and Taku at our show, A Drag Qabaret, on 30th of July. Donations and tickets down in the description. Okay, and if you like this video, don't forget to give me a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel and ring that bell for post notifications. All right? Okay, Taku. Sassy Sucktits. Where can they find you?
You guys can find me on Instagram under Taku Imagination and on TikTok under House of Haute Mess. That's
House of Haute Mess. And of course, Alfre's over there. Say hi. Say bye, Alfre.
Bye guys.
All right. See you next time.
bye.
Okay, so now we are going to get in drag. Okay, so we're going to cinch. You should tie like this. So, you do everything and you get these two loops out in the middle. Okay, so I learned this trick by slowing down Drag Race and watching Violet Chachki do her thing. You basically tie this up into and loop it out in the middle.
Oh, that is smart.
Okay.
So
you
it's
can do
not
this yourself. Like that.
right.
So you can do this yourself. Okay.
So it's not a loose.
Yeah.
So it's not like loose ends of
Yeah,
like.
so it's not loose ends and then this type.
Right. Oh, that's one thing that one of the tricks. That we
Right.
Yeah, so it's so much easier than struggling and tie that. You do help?
Yeah. oh! Wonder snatch!
That's it.
Oh my god!
Exactly. It's you don't call it wonder snatch for nothing.
Ah!
Kinda. Are you okay?
Okay.
without any warning.
Beauty is pain, but this is too much beauty. Okay.
Okay.
Afri, we have to step up our closer game.
Cinderella trying on her tights. Is it too big or too small? Oh, look at your shape. Look at her shape. You got shape already.
Finally, right? Finally some shape. My ribs.
Let's give you more of a wonder snatch and put in more pants in.
Ah.
You're gonna stuff them in between the tights.
So we need to draw the shape of this thing.
Oh yeah, we should take notes
Yeah,
for the padding that we need.
yeah.
And I usually put in the smooth side on top, so even to the flat one, it gets pressed down by the tights anyway.
See, kadong.
Okay, and then usually I put one of these Spanx things over. Yeah.
You're watching it live, guys. The winner of commotion struggling. Oh yeah, this is what we need, huh? Like the
It's
panties, like panties that run all the way up to your waist.
Okay, we're wearing baby doll dresses anyway, so it's not like we can see a lot
Then
of
do we
it.
need this? Did we need this for a baby doll dress?
But it makes you feel.
Okay, it's about the
It's
feeling.
about the
yes.
feeling.
It's about the feeling. That's right.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, these hip pads were like so not necessary, but yeah, it gives me it does give me a feel or something.
Okay, now the wig. This Linda Evangelista
Ooh.
stylist just for today.
Here first.
How does she look?
Wow.
How's she look? How's she go?
You are Linda Vongole.
Oh, you look like Madonna.
Yeah, a bit.
Wow! I do.
Okay, I got nails for you.
You look like Aja when Aja did the
The
Madonna.
kawaii look.
No, the Madonna look.
Oh,
I
is
think.
it?
Weather report.
It's hot.
Usually wear nails in drag.
We never. Nails are something that we have never, ever tried. Well, we have and it falls.
I mean, it's not necessary, but you know, especially for men, the nails make this feminizes the.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree, but then it's like always the last thing to think about.
Yeah.
So what do you do? So
I use these tabs. Yeah, these tabs are like on AliExpress. So same white with alcohol, and then put these tabs on. And these are super strong.
Also, they stick. They help with the stick on.
Yeah.
Oh, so you don't have to put like nail glue.
No, use these.
Oh.
Okay,
that's
another
what
thing
you
we
need.
learned.
They're like
today.
$2 for like 100 or something on Wish or something.
We need this,
Yeah.
but well, actually, for Pink Doll, we don't need it because
You got
we're wearing
gloves.
gloves. Yeah.
I usually do these and put them on my gloves also. So you have the gloves and then
Nails on the gloves.
Yeah.
Oh.
In fact, I'm making some of them for the show, for our show.
Because we bought a couple of like stick-on nails, and then they just fall off like left and right.
This person.
Okay.
Ta-da!
Let me help myself with this while you prepare for the rest. Amazing. Let's see if I can do it myself.
Now let's.
Cute. Looks like a Dolly Parton.
Yeah, Dolly Parton and Dawn.
You guys look like sisters, eh?
Yay! We win the makeover challenge.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do look like.
And then you can do like lesbian stuff. Oh, don't suck tits me.
Oh yeah.
This is a family channel.
Oh, was it? I didn't know.
Okay, let me do some posing for Instagram. You do look like 90s supermodels.
Where do you get the
With-
cover then, like YouTube cover?
Huh?
Do you take it from here?
Yeah, I think from here.
Oh.
I think from here. Yeah. And my Instagram is also from here. Oh, ooh.
Oh, I just
This
suck
is-
tits. I'm a baby. I'm a baby in a baby doll dress.
Oh, baby. I'm a baby too. I'm too innocent. Like a baby.
I'm so, and I don't know anything. I don't know anything. I really don't. I really don't.
Okay, bye. Okay.